G'day everyone, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care. It's about 9 o'clock Wednesday morning. We had 7 mils of rain over 2 hours yesterday, which is reasonably heavy. I think that's about 1/4 of an inch or a bit over. And today we have had some little showers, and there's more to come, and it's overcast. Got the beanie on and the jackets and everything, so it's cool and damp. So I'm just heading out to the shed where I've got the Ventrac stored, because we've got a few things to do. And after the other day, and I didn't show the other part of the road, I just wanted to get it done. But pretty much as I was wrapping up, I had a problem with the SDLA control lever. I think it's SDLA speed, direction, lift and auxiliary. So that's everything to do with the Ventrac. And it wasn't actually, you go, forward and back, reverse, forward and reverse, lifting any implement up, putting it back down again, and then also putting it into float mode, so it floats along the ground, and it wasn't going into float. So I sort of wrapped up as best I could, and I spoke with the guys in Ventrac Australia in Sydney, and Ian, who helped me before with the micro switch. He left Sydney at 7 this morning, so he'll be here at 10. So I'm just heading out to get that all organised so it's ready when he gets here. So I'll give an explanation, a visual when I get out there. So here we are, just coming over the cattle grid, and I power raked this the other day, and just where that on the left, where that sort of tufty bit is where things happen, but it's still pretty smooth. I just couldn't finish it off the way I wanted to. Feel it, but it's not bad. On the right, there's a couple still little corrugation starting to develop, but even though it's only a small road, there's a lot of comings and goings here. You see on the right, the potholes still hanging in there. It's still good, so I'm very happy with that. And then coming in on the road over that second cattle grid, things aren't looking too bad. I was thinking the other day I might rerun over this a little bit deeper maybe. I know it was my first go, I was being a bit timid, and just to really get rid of those small corrugations, because ultimately they'll turn into big ones. But I'm really happy with the way it's all turned out. So we're in the shed, everyone, and I've just waiting on Ian from Ventrac Australia. Still got the power rake on the front. You can see I've got a couple of little wooden chocks under there, so the carbide tips don't scratch the concrete. And then what we're looking at today, Tom, is this lever here. That's the SDLA, and hopefully I can, but you'll see, look at that, it's usually pretty rigid, so there's a lot of wiggle room there. So when Ian from Ventrac Australia gets here, we'll have a look at that. I don't know anything about it, but it's possibly to do, you can see here, these are all the mechanisms here. You can see one just here, just going backwards and forwards a little bit, but that goes into this hydraulics. And he indicated to me that it might have been this bigger valve, so we'll have a look at that a little bit soon when he gets here, and we'll take it up from there. So as I showed on the photo there before, everyone, I had the shot of the new valve versus the old valve, and for the hydraulics, this is the new valve. So this all had to be disconnected, the linkages here as well, and Ian has reset those linkages, and that valve has been replaced, which is really good. So that's on the back of the Ventrac, and we had to remove my little caddy so he could get easy access to that, which is good. And the other thing that I wanted to show was, before this was very loose, well, it's not now, and then if I come over here, click, it clicks into float, so it's all working. And just push it out. And I have taken a Ventrac for a little run just around the back here with Ian watching, and it was going into float really well. So problem solved. Another thing I just wanted to show you, you'll see here I've got 4 U-bolts on, and I was working the other day and this whole cage just sort of fell down off here. Little did I know, this was just glued, and I was just a bit dumbfounded. So the 4 U-bolts, it isn't going anywhere, and I really need this cage so I can have the little blower on it, a fire extinguisher in here, and any tools as well, because I could be, you know, a kilometre or so away from the patrol, and I just need to have some things handy just in case. So 2 things done today, that valve down here replaced, and then you'll remember the cover's back on there now, but that micro switch, and Ian replaced I'll call it the faulty one with a new one, and all the settings are right. So really good, really happy with what's happened. So that it's about 12 o'clock now, everybody. That took about 2 hours for Ian to do, who's really the expert and technician with regard to the Ventracs. It's a bit of a confined space, but you know, it was great just to watch him. I did ask some questions, because just knowing, and it's good for my knowledge base, and we went through a couple of other things as well. So a big thank you to Ian from Ventrac Australia, and thank you to Ventrac. So prompt. Really, I had the problem, I think it was Friday. We had a long weekend. We had our June long weekend in between, and here he is on the Wednesday. So basically 1 working day, and he's here. And it's 250, 300 kilometres one way from Sydney. So let's call it at least a 500 kilometre round trip. So thank you to Ian, and thank you to Ventrac Australia. Very happy, everything's working well. I'll catch you later, everybody.